हेलो हाय आदाब और सत श्री अकाल। एक बार फिर से आ गया हूं मैं आप लोगों के बीच, आपका हमराज आरजे 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञानवाणी यानी कि ज्ञान की वाणी पर। आज लेकर आया हूं आप लोगों के पास नो योर डिपार्टमेंट। जैसा कि आपको पता ही है, हम एक स्कूल से, एक डिपार्टमेंट से एक फैकल्टी को लेकर आते हैं। हम उनसे कुछ सवालात करते हैं, स्पेशली उनके डिपार्टमेंट से रिलेटेड। डिपार्टमेंट में नया कुछ इवेंट हुआ है, कोई नया फंक्शन हुआ है, कोई नया फेस्टिवल मनाया गया है, एनुअल फंक्शन हुआ है, या कुछ भी नया पेटेंट हुआ है, और इसके अलावा मार्केट में कोई भी एक नया गैजेट आ रहा है या कुछ भी उस फील्ड से रिलेटेड अपडेट आ रहा है, जिसके बारे में हम बात करते हैं। आज मेरे पास एक और ऐसी एक शख्सियत है। आज मेरे साथ हैं अमय कदम, जो कि हैं असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर, डिपार्टमेंट केबिन क्रू, SHTS यानी कि स्कूल ऑफ हॉस्पिटैलिटी एंड टूरिज्म स्टडीज। तो उनका मैं वार्म वेलकम करता हूं और उनसे शुरुआत करते हैं हम कुछ सवालात के जरिए बातचीत की। अमय, हाउ आर यू, कैसे हैं आप? गुड आफ्टरनून।
I'm doing very well, Abhinav. Thank you for me calling here, and I'm really glad and honored to be here on your station and feeling very nice.
Sure, and very warm welcome sir.
Thank you very much.
सवालों की शुरुआत करता हूं आपसे, और एक सवाल क्योंकि काफी सारे स्टूडेंट्स को अब ये जानने को मिलेगा, because you are in the cabin crew and your expertise in that. So, what are the primary responsibilities of cabin crew members during a flight? Please tell us.
Okay, so cabin crew are the for me the cabin crew's definition probably will be the cabin crew are the responsible for the passengers' safety first,
Yes.
and then for the service and the comfort. Why I'm saying safety first? Because they are trained for that. Because when you become join as a cabin crew, first you get a training for your safety.
Yes, definitely.
Training, and then your medical emergencies, that is we call as first
Yes.
aid, and then for your services also.
Definitely.
So the definition for me, they are the professionals. Okay, the professional word is very important over here for the passenger who work on a flight for the passenger's safety and service and comfort.
Okay, great, nice explain. How do cabin crew ensure passengers' safety and emergency procedure are followed on board?
Okay, so this on board's safety and service procedure or safety procedure, I would say, starts from the day one when they start with the training. So all cabin crew have to go 3 months training. It will probably be a 6 to 8 week training. Okay, so in that they cover their safety, first aid, services, the announcement training, and everything. How to talk to the passengers, how as a cabin crew is a brand ambassador of the airline, any airline. Okay, you can say. So how to behave in the front of passenger, what vocabulary should be used. So everything they should know about when they go on board. Okay,
Definitely.
So before flight, also when they go on board, they have a briefings. Okay, as a crew member, you go in a team. The team will be probably for the 4 people.
Yes,
okay,
definitely.
Then 8, 10, depends on which aircraft you are flying.
Aircraft.
Okay, so there will be a senior cabin crew who is a lead cabin attendant also, you can say, will lead the team. Okay, so the briefing, all the safety and the service and everything will be discussed in that briefing. Then they go on board, they check all the safety equipments. Then the passenger boarding will happen. So they greet the passenger, welcome the passengers.
Yes.
Okay, then they have, once the doors are closed, all the passengers on board, they will do their safety demonstration.
Oh, sure, definitely.
That I must see, everyone knows that, because everyone flies on.
Everyone flies on the
So
they will tell you how to tighten
thing,
your
yes.
seat belt and all.
About the seat belt, about the life vest, about how if in emergency or the decompression, how the oxygen mask drops, what to do. So if there is any special handling, like your adult with infant, your wheelchair passengers,
Yes.
okay, and any other passenger, okay, who has a difficulty while talking or
Yes,
anything,
yes.
understanding the language. Okay, so language can be a barrier also. If they don't understand English, Hindi, okay, they only understand regional language, so they
Yes.
have to brief about these passengers also. Okay, crew must be aware of about this thing. So because if the emergency happens, for God's sake, on a board on that day on a flight, so crew should be aware. Crew should be, crew should be know how to evacuate the passenger.
Definitely.
Okay,
And
because
also
there is a
alert and
timeline.
attentive.
Yes.
So they have to be.
all
There
the
can be
time.
any type of emergencies. You're
Yes.
right about that.
So
Definitely.
any kind of emergency, it can be a emergency landing, it can be any medical emergency
Medical
can happen,
emergencies.
because they're trained for that. They are a good first aider. Okay,
Yes.
so they can save the lives on board. So that's the thing. So in SHTS, I train my students about this also. Okay, so
Nice.
In SHTS, my subjects about when the students comes to me, yeah, they are like the criteria. It's like they are just 10 plus 2. Okay, they don't know about anything about the aviation.
Oh yes.
Okay, so I train for the personal development, about the communication skills,
Hmm.
about the how to airline works. Okay, different kind of airlines. Now in India only there are 5 to 6 airlines. Okay, who are working. Okay,
Yes, overworking.
yeah.
Yes.
Then how to develop their personality from the teenager as a college going girl or boy
Hmm.
to the professionals.
To the professionals, yes.
So that I have to teach them about the grooming, makeup. Recently we conducted the makeup session from the professionals.
Hmm.
Okay, so then the personal development session we conduct in our school, in School of Hospitality and Tourism Studies. So for that the students get hands-on knowledge.
Hmm.
Okay, if they have the question, directly ask the experts. So that way we do it.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. What qualification and skills are typically required to become a successful cabin crew member? And you have actually told them
Yeah.
some of them, especially.
So
but you can add
qualification
some
is
more.
nothing. You should be 10 plus 2 from the recognized university.
Hmm.
Yes. The catch is here is you should have a particular height for male and female candidates. Okay, that is 155 to 158 centimeters for a female, and 168 to 170 for a male candidate.
Oh yes.
Okay, your BMI, your body mass index, they check when you go for an interview.
Hmm.
That should be proportional to their height. Okay, means weight should be proportional to height.
To height. Yes.
That is a new cover in BMI. Clear complexion. Okay, the skin tone color and is not mandate.
Not
Okay,
mandate.
just a clear complexion. No visible tattoos. Okay, some airline doesn't allow tattoos also
Oh yes. Yes.
internationally. And your communication skills. If you're flying in any Indian carrier, that is Indian Airlines, so you should know English and Hindi. So they ask for Hindi also.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay.
So this is the basic criteria.
How do cabin crew handle challenging situations or conflicts with passengers on a flight? The more important question.
Yeah. So conflicts, yeah, one of the major part in the cabin crew life. The conflicts, to handle conflicts, I would say the simplest thing will be a communication between you and the passenger, means the crew member and the passenger. Okay. So if the communication is good, the conflict resolve very quickly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and it depends, and you require the skills like a patience. The listening power should be good.
Good.
So that's the time of the interview when they ask you the skills, because it's one of the most important question when they ask an interview. What are your skills? Okay, so the
And
patience,
how are your communication skills? Yes.
yes, and the compose. You should be composed.
Calm.
I must say, as a cabin crew, you should be always 75% should be a listening, and 25% should be talking. Yeah, always, because passenger, when you listen to someone, I must say, always say to my students also, when you listen to someone, half of his anger or a conflict he resolved then and there only. Okay, because the passenger, in today's world nobody listen to anyone. So when you
Actually,
listen to
everyone wants to speak.
yes, everyone wants to speak, everyone want to interfere. So when you listen to other person, the calm, compose, and time goes off, and then after some time, कुछ देर के बाद वो थोड़ा कम हो जाता है उनका anger, and they also think she's listening to me, the crew members listening to me. Okay, and with the experience, you get that composure automatically. Okay, because you're not alone there. If you cannot handle situation, the simplest thing is to switch the crew. Who is the senior to you? Who's the lead cabin attendant?
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
You are just newly joined, then just simple. So all these things I teach my students in my course. Okay, so my course in a School of Hospitality and Tourism Studies, it's an 11-month certificate course. Okay, so it's divided in 2 semesters. First semester is all about the how to behave in airline industry, how to go with the airline industry, so how to do different chart, personality development, everything. And the second semester we talk about the emergencies, medical emergencies, how to handle situation, and the practical knowledge. We have the labs. Okay,
Oh yes.
your
oh, yes.
firefighting session we had just done. So how to handle the fire, because the fire is because there's a food we reheated on the board. Okay, in the galleys, in aircraft kitchen.
Oh yes.
So
oh,
there's
yes.
a chance of a lot of fire. So if there is a fire, who will
How you
fight
will
the
handle
fire?
the situation? Yes,
Yes,
definitely.
not the passengers but the crew members only. So how to tackle with the fire? That's the important thing. So all these things we cover in our course.
The out of box question is that you have seen the recently 2 or 5 or maybe actually now the 20 or 25 new videos of the airlines, and especially there are some passengers, you know about them, that who are doing so much debate, and even actually they are shouting on the cabin crew members, especially on the air hostess. What do you say about that? I mean, in that situation you have to be so much calm and composed, but actually you know about some passengers, they are, you know, out of the line. So and nowadays actually we are seeing that, and I'm sure actually you have seen some
I'm
of the
aware
video.
of it.
So what do you say about
Yeah,
that?
so recently the things that happened. So, when the situation in control, the passengers still talking to you, shouting at you, it's still fine. As a crew member, you can listen to them. As a passenger, it might be something happened to the, you know, did the airline fall or something like that. But if the things comes to the verbal abuse, physical abuse, breaching to the cockpit, recently happened the thing.
With the pilot, yes.
Yeah. So that is not acceptable. As you said, we have a DGCA, that is a Director General of Civil Aviation, who look after this, and you have a strict punishment. Okay?
Even actually, I have also the better solution for that, which I have seen in the Ajay Devgan's movie. I think it was as a flight movie.
Yeah, I think Runway 34.
Runway 34. So he said a very beautiful line. Do you want to fly the plane? आपको प्लेन उड़ाना आता है, एक काम करो आप आ जाओ, मैं बैठ जाता
So that is not possible, okay, because delays were happened, you know, in that situation delay was happened clearly due to the fog situation.
Oh,
there is no
definitely, yes.
visibility, okay.
And you can't blame the someone for the weather.
Yes.
We can't do anything.
Okay.
What we can do.
Yes. That's an important thing. So as a crew member, when you face that, because captains are always in a cockpit. That was a different scenario when he is coming out because of the, I don't know, I think the 13 hours delay, because he's coming out.
Yeah, definitely.
And generally he's doing an
Generally they
announcement.
are in the cockpit.
Otherwise they don't come, and it's not allowed only when they come out from the cockpit and do the announcement. Okay. Otherwise the cabin crew only faces all the situation. Most of the things they can do it inform to the captain what is the situation in the cockpit, and the final call will be taken by the captain.
By the captain. Okay.
So in this situation, everything faces, you know, in my 15-year career, I have faced a lot of situation like this. So I can, you know, totally empathize with the cabin crew what happened on that day on a flight.
Okay.
Because, you know, in front of weather you can't do anything.
Okay. How can I ask also one question?
Yes.
But actually, how did you, I mean, you know, handle that situation? If you came across with this situation in your life?
The simplest way to handle the situation is communicating with the passenger all the time. Whatever the, you know, communication we are getting, or whatever the messages we are getting from the ATC, that is the air traffic control, or from the captains, okay, you should tell the passenger, okay, by minute, by half an hour, or whatever time you will give it to him. Okay, try to, you know, give them some refreshments on a regular interval. Okay, might be they keep calm and composed for some time.
Definitely.
Okay, ask the ground staff or other personnel or a captain for the alternatives always, because you should always have this kind of situation, a backup plan. Always you should have a backup plan for this situation. So if the doors are open, in that situation doors were closed, okay, whatever happened on a other day on a flight, but the doors are open, the ground staff is the best person to give the update to the passengers. Okay, so tell ground staff to give the updates, continuous update you require in this situation, because passenger want that only. Otherwise they will get a wrong update from the Google or from their friends or any other sources. That is probably wrong also, probably, because technical things passenger doesn't know. Okay, the visibility required for a takeoff is different, visibility required for a landing is different. Okay,
Definitely.
so that's thing you should tell the passengers. Otherwise they will think you're lying or something like that.
Oh yes, definitely. One last question: can you explain the importance of effective communication within the cabin crew team and with the passengers? You have told us a lot about that, especially if we actually want to give only 1 or 2 points, so you can.
Okay, so effective communication, as I said, start with the training only. So there is 15 to 20 days training for the effective communication. So in that basically they use a particular vocabulary, verbiage, how to deal with the passengers. Okay, you cannot raise your voice, your tone, your tempo should be maintained when you're talking to the passenger, always in a polite manner. So everything, the communication, when you speak about the communication aviation, all things will be covered. Okay, and then when you go on board, you have to maintain everything. Okay, otherwise if you speak too loudly, too rudely, the passenger will complain against you, and it will be your negative on your file.
डेफिनेटली यू नेगेटिव पॉइंट स्पेशली ओके वेल थैंक यू सो मच हमें कि आप यहाँ पर आए आपने काफी ज्यादा चीजें बताई एंड ही हैज एक्चुअली टोल्ड अस अ लॉट अबाउट द केबिन क्रू एंड अबाउट द सिचुएशन हाउ यू हैंडल द सिचुएशन एंड हाउ इज द फील्ड और आप लोग एक्चुअली कैसे आगे बढ़ सकते हैं क्या कर सकते हैं स्पेशली सबके बारे में दोबारा हम लोग उनको जरूर बुलाएंगे न्यू फैकल्टी में और तब तक के लिए आप लोगों के साथ बना हुआ हूं मैं ज्ञानवाणी 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज पर थैंक यू सो मच हमें
Thank you, Abhinav.
वेलकम
I'm glad.